You know, I should have done this hours ago, earlier. Today I'm going to talk about Jurassic Park, since this movie's already 28 years old. This movie has been around since my childhood. I had to rewatch over and over again because everybody that already talked about this around the world already knows this movie is the greatest one since 1993. It got on DVD and Blu-ray. To be sure, I don't get like copyright and not showing clips of the movie, which I can see why people, well, nowadays just talk about the movie right away instead of showing it. And what you're hearing is the music. So let's go ahead and talk about the movie. Jurassic Park the movie does start out in a pretty good way of having the so-called workers catching one raptor. I would love to show it, but I don't want to get like copyrighted laws of showing clips of the movie, so you have to watch it for yourself. So you'll be just seeing my greasy face for a while. In the film, it does show like a insect worker gets grabbed by a raptor and get eaten alive. There's like a businessman at a place called, in the strange title word, Mono de Idos, Amber Mine, Demo, Yukon Republic. To make this review a little bit short, rather than simple, oh, he's there to investigate for the rarest amount of oldest fossil in known history, a mosquito trapped in tree sap. Excuse me, I got something in my nostrils. I'll just show you the cover again because I am not allowed to show it on YouTube. You have to watch the movie for yourself. We have like Alan Grant at the Badlands and Helen, and has like the legendary actor Malcolm, played by the legendary Jeff Goldblum. I also love the part it explains about the raptor's claw thing. Would cut his belly right open and scarring that kid for life. That's pretty messed up. And yet I love that scene. They also try to find like rare prehistoric fossils of old dinosaur DNA. They also meet a John, on the one that created Jurassic Park in the first place.
We were saving that. I come and see it. God's name do you think you are, John? I'm delighted to meet you finally in person.
He wants to make sure they're, or in the word for it, improved to come visit an island full of dinosaurs. Or somewhere in part of the world, they also meet my favorite character, in the movie Nettie, played by the legendary Dwayne Johnson. And, and you know him in Seinfeld. I find him very funny. If he wasn't the bad guy in this movie trying to steal a fossil. Oh, and had to use that sort of fake shave cream in the take dial DNA to get and Dodson what he wants, a billionaire dollar. Anyways, our heroes do end up in a prehistoric island. Let me think. We also take the rides of the Fugals and we get to see the beautiful sight. In the main event of this movie, each character. I'll just show you a few seconds of it. A legendary Triceratops. Beauty, ain't it? Now I gotta admit the CGI on the dinosaur looks very improvedly beautiful. It's very stupendously well done. When I first saw this as a kid, I have no words to say on how gorgeous the dinosaurs looked in this film. They are just so excited on what they've seen as a wonderful, beautiful sight. I just love the idea how they make the dinosaurs come to life. And they show some proof in their scientific genius minds. They play a video of himself showing how it works in the first place. And have that classic cartoon character, Mr. DNA, explain it. It's actually one of my favorite parts. Is seeing classic cartoons to live action. Let me show you for a second. So, in other words, they found on a mosquito that was trapped inside the sticky sap. Having a find dinosaur DNA, and it takes them like hours and years to use all kinds of technology as frog DNA, and they got themselves a dinosaur. And we also got to one of my other favorite scenes in the movie. Dr. Wu, played by Jerry Ju. And it shows like the birth of the Babyraptor is born. And thinking how it's possible, that baby dinosaurs are born that way without any parents on how it works from its own natural size. When they're hatched out of their eggs, of course. And Malcolm's right that they're messing with nature and its progress. And so they found like a way possible. They even have a cage for the raptors to eat a certain cattle. We don't get to see the raptors until later on in the movie. And Malcolm was right that they're really selling it. And it would be like a bad idea for the future of what it comes to be. Oh yeah, there's the kids. So I won't bother or saying their names right away because we are gonna make this review shortly, quickly as possible. Most kids actors aren't kind of annoying, but these kids are pretty well done on their roles in this movie. They're not as annoying as most kids' movies are. Because Steven Spielberg does this movie pretty well done. Anyways, they go inside the rides, and they're in Jurassic Park. They're getting there waiting for dinosaurs to come out. And I almost forgot that Samuel Jackson is in this movie too, being a computer expert. And use goat for food to roar the T-Rex out. They also found another prehistoric creature are in need for help. Triceratops, the female mother that doesn't feel good. And I gotta admit, seeing like a big huge puppet of this prehistoric animal looked very well done indeed. I'll just show you one more time. It just takes time and effort to make interesting, enormous puppet scene, make it realistic. It's just beautifully well done. And Jeff Broom explains in the near future on the movies these will be having right away by hearing him say this line.
That is one big pile of shit.
Exactly. And yet it's kind of disgusting. But I love it. Anyhow. Oh, Ned still wants to have those dinosaur DNA factors. Here's what she does still while they're distracted. And with a bit of difficulty problems with their computers. Because of Nettie. He's shutting down everything they have so he can make his getaway. However, his plan does backfire, and he gets attacked by one of those raptors in a moment. Our other main heroes wait for the T-Rex to show up. And I got admit, seeing that oversized T-Rex looks freaking amazing. I wish I could show you guys. But like I said, I'm gonna get copyrighted royalties for this scene. But hearing that roar is very intense. At the time, the T-Rex will be CGI or big, huge, and puppet. And it probably took them like a long time to design a T-Rex. Probably give them like $1 billion doing all that scene. Anyways, Alan uses a flare to destroy the creature and save the kids. And Malcolm also distracts the T-Rex. And the T-Rex kills, or should I say eats a businessman in a gruesome way possible, eating him. The friggin' T-Rex is stupendously well done. Knocks down the car while they're avoiding it. While back, Nettie tries to make his escape. And his car ends up crashing on top of the mountain. inside. Count there's the raptor that shoots out poison. At first it looked cute until it spreads out its hood like a cobra. Not to make this review go on any longer, he tries to save the kids from being trapped inside the car, up a tree, and they get down. While Helen and Malcolm tries to find where they're at. And the fence was broken, of course. End up in a pretty awesome chase scene of the T-Rex trying to eat them. They end up in pretty much the part of the island and go up a high tree and see those Herosaurus. It's just a vegetarian kind. And I gotta admit, this scene is very emotionally touching where we see them relax and lots of Jurassic Park merchandises are there. And they're worried about them. Thinking he was doing the right thing. Impossible. So let's cut to the chase. They need the power back on. So it's up to her and a bound animal hunter to help to get the power back on for the fences to keep the dinosaurs trapped. While our heroes are having problems of their own. Also, did I forget to mention Malcolm's leg is broken and they're getting knocked by the T-Rex? Also, she tries to find Mr. Arnold down in the basement to turn the power back on.
Mr. Arnold? Mr. Arnold? Come in.
And you use walkie-talkies to connect to each other. She finds a connection device. While the others are going off the fans. But the boy is still on it. The time she turns it on, he gets shocked. Luckily, Ellen Grant starts healing the boy back to life. While the raptor starts chasing after her. And then lights out the animal hunter where the other raptor was clever enough to attack him to the side. They get reunited at last. The children enjoy their food but it didn't last long with the raptor interrupts them. They enter inside the kitchen right away. Ellen gets armed with the weapon of the only gun they have. When the children trick the raptor, or when they're making noise, and she tries to go inside a case, he's refreshing fooling in the raptor. It looks like she can't get out of there inside in time. And the other one starts running towards the kid and ends up in the oversized refrigerator and trapped inside. And they had to put the computer on. Unfortunately, the raptor shows up and tries to open the door. And most likely You keep the door shut, both of them. Close it. And drop their only weapon, their gun. If only one of the kids would just grab it and hand it over to them. But luckily, the boy's sister knows how to do hacking. And turns a power back on just in time to lock the door. But they didn't count for them to jump at the window. He tries to shoot at them, but somehow these raptors are smart enough to dodge bullets like the friggin' Matrix. The final battle begins with them going on top of T-Rex bones and trying not to get eaten alive. They were surrounded by raptors. Like, guess who shows up just in time? A freaking T-Rex! Hell yeah! The T-Rex that came out of nowhere and just starts attacking raptors. Why is the T-Rex helping them? Who cares? It's freaking awesome. Movie comes to an end where they get off the island at last. Taking the airplane and saying farewell to Jurassic Park. Ending the movie in a pretty good, touching way possible. And that was Jurassic Park. My thoughts about it? Well, everybody knows that this movie is still great to this very day. I really love this movie, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed me talk about it for like already almost 23 whole minutes. Great cast, great music, great CGI effects of all dinosaurs, and most likely simple story of them surviving. By the way, I did do like a let's play of Jurassic Park, or Gun Genesis, and most likely review the other games, basically the arcade ones based off the sequel movies. Maybe someday I'll probably talk about Jurassic World as well. Since I know there's gonna be another one coming out in 2022. All I can say is, if you really love dinosaurs, that you will be scared of seeing them as well. You will have a great time rewatching this good classic movie again and again for your children and grown adults that love this movie. You'll have a wonderful time watching this film. It's totally worth buying on DVD or Blu-ray. Alright, have a great time everybody, and thank you all for watching. See you all tomorrow.